Neil, a fantastic result on Sunday. What did you make of the performance?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a fantastic performance. You know, it's not often you beat sides by such a scoreline. But I mean, I said on Sunday, I didn't think we started great. If I'm honest, I thought we started a little bit slow. But once we got into a stride after the first 5-10 minutes, I thought there was only going to be one winner. And you know, some of the goals were fantastic strikes and fantastic goals, and a lot from set plays, which is pleasing. And you know, the goals were spread about, which is even better because that's important.
Lots of young girls coming off the bench. How important was that for you?
Yeah, it was good because we got the opportunity to give some minutes to some of the girls as well, which is really key. You know, we've got a lot of games coming up, and we're going to need everybody. You know, we've got a small squad, we've got a young squad, so you know that experience for them coming off the bench, you know, in a championship game is great experience for them, and hopefully that'll stand them in good stead.
Obviously, you mentioned about having a small squad, but the depth of it is a different question. How key do you think every single player is going to be in the next few games?
Oh, they're going to be massive, you know, and you know the window's sort of shut, and we're probably still 4 players short, if I'm honest, you know, experienced players. But what it does is it gives us an opportunity to get, you know, the young players through. You know, you look at the bench; it's really young, but they've had bits and bats of experience last season and this season. And it's a real opportunity for them, and you know that they're thriving in the environment that we're in. It's a competitive environment. They're around the first team because they deserve to be around the first team. So it's a great opportunity for them.
Obviously, a lot of different goal scorers in Sunday's game. Does this just show how unpredictable the squad and the team can be?
Yeah, I mean, I think that what's been predictable for me and the pleasing thing is the level of performance. I think we've played well in all 3 games, you know, and I said after the Blackburn game, we'll play worse than this and we'll win. And we probably played better against Blackburn than we did against Coventry on Sunday as regards a performance, and got in front of goal perhaps as many times. But what we were on Sunday was ruthless. You know, we finished his chances, and his chances ratio to actually putting the ball in the back of the net was quite close. So. Great performance, you know, from that point of view, but the performances have been good, so I'm really pleased with that.
I remember you saying at the beginning of the season that performances were the main focus for the season. Do you think every single performance has been, you know, quality for you to watch?
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair to the girls, I mean, I see through the week what they're capable of, you know, and we work hard, we train at a tempo. You know, we have our strength days, we have our endurance days. You know, there's a lot around the physical element of the game. Tactically, we're more aware. I think technically, we've got a really good squad as regards, you know, ability to go and create and pass and play. So we're in a good place. I mean, the thing is, you know, the sides are finding their feet at this moment in time. Everybody's beating one another in the championship. We're only 3 games in, but you know, we're making good progress.
1,149 fans down at the Lane on Sunday. How amazing was that for the team?
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, and you know they made a great atmosphere. You know, it's great for the girls because to actually play at Bramhall Lane and you know to have so many people coming down and watching the game. I'm just really pleased that we've, you know, the last 2 games we've put 2 really good performances on, and they've seen lots of goals. So hopefully that'll encourage people to come down.
How proud do you feel to manage a team like the girls you've got?
Oh, I'm proud of the girls every day. You know, I know the commitment that they've got, and I know the sacrifices that they make. You know, they're part-time, they work as well. You know, they come and train on an evening, so their days are full days. They've 3 full days a week. You know, when other sides in this division have got, you know, the luxury of being just full-time. So it's a massive commitment for them. And, you know, and I'm super proud of them. For me, it's a throwback to how football used to be. You know, it was about football first and foremost. You know, it's not about the money in the women's game. It's about the game and developing and getting better and enjoying the game, and that's a pleasing aspect.
Lewes up next. How are the preparations going for that?
Yeah, good. We've watched them, or I've watched them 2 or 3 times now. I watched the Southampton game where they drew 2 apiece and they played well. I saw the London City game. Again, they drew 0-0. They've drawn all 3 games, but they could have easily won all 3. They've got a big budget. There's a bit of expectation there at Lewes, so there's a bit of pressure that comes with that. But they're a good side and they're playing good football. You know, they've recently had the pitch relaid, you know, from the FA funding. So they're making big strides, but you know, from their point of view, they want to try and get that first win, and obviously we're trying to put that off, you know, because we want that next win. So it'll be a close game.
Are there any injuries to be aware of?
No, not really. I mean, we've just one girl that we're a little bit concerned about, which I don't want to name because obviously she's a starter. That's had a bit of like a flu virus, if you like. It's not COVID, but you know, it's something that we've got to keep his eye on because obviously, you know, the health's most important, and it would be a big loss. But you know, we've got people that are chaffing at the bit to come in. So you know, it's hopefully everybody's fit and available. But there's only one doubt.
Are there any girls that are out injured at the minute coming back?
Well, there's a couple. There's Lara Miller who's coming back, who's made her way back. She trained yesterday. She's going to train again today. She's not doing all the session, but she's doing some of it. Obviously, Sophie Barker is a massive loss. You know, she's been out since, you know, the friendly at Durham. You know, so she's not actually played.
Is there a time that she's going to be back at all?
Well, we're hoping before Christmas. So you know, it's a major op that she's had, and it's a big injury. But you know, I mean, obviously I've known Sophie since she was at Donna Bell's, when I was at Donna Bell's room, and she's never ever been injured. I can't remember her being injured, so it's a bit of a freak occurrence for her. But she's coping with it quite well, you know, and she's still giving us input, and she's still using her experience for us on the touchline as well. So, but hopefully we can get her back on the grass soon.
What can we expect from Sunday's game?
Sunday, I think hard fought. They're very competitive as a side. I think, you know, we'll lock arms with them. I think we compete. There's no two ways about it. I think what we've got to do is make most of the moments in the game where we can have a little bit of an influence on it, you know, in possession, where we can get the ball down and play and create, because if we can do that, then we're a dangerous side.